Hi, this is Barry Anderson from the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room. It is Thursday, April the 30th. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Okay, a few trades to get to today. The first one is INGR. INGR. Let me get the 5-minute chart up. Now, INGR was a tough one because you could see why I was alerted to it is here's the opening volume bar, and it just shot up. So this appeared on my up and down the most in dollars immediately, and so I was watching it, and I was watching this pullback here. And, again, with how many shares? 783,000 shares have traded, but at this point it wasn't that much, and the spread was kind of bad. So I took the trade the first time. I took the trade right here at 80.28 on this, watch this pullback, and then it looked like it was going to move up, and it moved up a little bit, but then I ended up selling right here at 80.08 as it looked like it was going to go right back down through 80. So I took a 20-cent loss there, but I did continue to watch it, and on this action right here, once it cleared this level and this candle right there, and actually the spread. I always find these miraculously when it happens, the spread just sort of tightened, and so it gave me an opportunity to get into the trade at 80.62. And I see I don't have it marked my last exit, but I exited right here quickly, take some profit at 80.82. It allowed me to withstand this little pullback here. And the last exit, and I'm sorry I didn't mark it, but was actually at 81. 34 right there, and I exited right here. So not a bad trade. I mean, 80.62 to 81.34. I was really hoping for a dollar. You can see it went up to 81.66. And I was really hoping it would keep going, but even though that was where the ask was, and the bid never got up to 80.60 or 81.62. But not a bad trade. It was funny because when I got into this trade, it was very erratic. Then all of a sudden it kind of based for quite a while right here, even though it had this little jog down, but it popped up immediately. So again, I always say because I was able to sell some right here, it allowed me to hold on here. And I almost sold here, obviously, because this is where my buy was, but it immediately popped up, so I held on, and then I got rewarded by holding on and selling right up here. Now, VLTC, this is sort of I guess the trade of the day. Actually, that's not the trade of the day. The trade of the day is one that I didn't get into. Let me just show you what happened. And, very bad that I didn't get into this. I identified this in the pre-market as something we had to watch. That this was down. This is still down $9 or almost $10. Here's where it closed yesterday, $139, and it got all the way down right here at 119, so down $20. And I just couldn't find a good enough entry. I suppose I could have probably tried to take a little bit right there, put a very wide stop. I know Dennis in the room and maybe some others did that. And I think he made $11 on this. He didn't have a lot of shares, but nonetheless, that's just a great trade. And, I can't say that I missed it because I really wasn't comfortable with the type of entry I would have had to take. But that obviously was the trade of the day. Anytime you can make $11 is the trade of the day. But this one, VLTC, our old friend, let's just take a look at the daily chart first because this is something that I'm going to be watching now going forward. Again, if you don't know the story, right here, which is I think March 31st, the next day is I guess April 1st, April Fool's Day, was no April Fool's. Carl Icahn said that he had or disclosed that he had over a 30% stake in the company, and that just absolutely got this stock rolling. Imagine this, March 31st, 90 cents, and less than a month later, I guess right here at March or April 22nd, $22. This is the stuff that dreams are made out of. Now, right here, it fell under a lot of selling pressure for a couple of reasons. Obviously, it's parabolic, so you would expect some selling pressure. But I think a lot of brokerages were finally able to, or people were able to find shorts for this, and so that drove it down. And, it's had this nice pullback. And to me, it was a little bit more than I would have liked. I would have liked to have seen it stop at this candle right there. But it got down to here, that right down to this level, 818, right at these, right here. And this is the first nice green candle. So, let's take a look at what first. I just want to tell you that I'm going to keep watching this stock, and I think if it closed over $11, I may take a swing at this one, like a swing trade. Take a little position and swing this because it still has this $10 gap to fill. I'm not saying it's going to get all the way back there, and it may just fall from here. But I think it's a good risk that risk reward that it could continue at least for a little bit. When people see this action after today, it might give them the confidence to get back into this stock. So on the 5 minute chart. First of all, I was alerted to it on my favorite strategy, right down, oh, right here. 10:05 at 9:59 on, I call it the Dan's 30. Basically, it's a break of the 30-minute opening range, and so that occurred right here at 9. What did I say? It was at 9:59, so right around here. And it moved up pretty quickly. I couldn't get it right there, but I took the trade at 971, and I sold some here at 927. As it was coming back down, and I was worried that it would get down through 10, I decided to take some out at 1017. So a good trade, 971 to 1027 and 1017. Now I did try to scalp it a little bit up here. I don't have it marked. I know I took a little loss on it. I got in at 11. I think it was 11. Oh, no, it was right here. I took it right here at 11:19. It popped up, and then this candle, whew, I was lucky. I got out at 11:08 for a 20, what did I say? 10-cent loss, 11:09 so 11:19 to 11:09. I just don't have it marked. So I think if it holds $11, so if it can get above $11, I think it's a good possibility to swing, especially. Definitely a great idea if there's an hour left in the market. If it can get back up near the highs of the day, I think that it'd be a great idea to take a look at it. Now, BWA. I have a lot of alerts on my optimized strategies. Again, I'm missing a lot also. I just got so many things I'm trying to look at and other tasks that I'm trying to do, but this came also on the opening range break. I think it was the different one though. Let me see. It'll be in blue somewhere right here. Yes, BWA 5907. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry about that. 5907 was the opening range break, and so it would have happened right around here. And I took the trade at 59. It's hard to see. I have to read it out. 59.25. I was late on it. I sold some right here at 59.50, and I sold the balance. I actually took a 5-cent loss on it as it came back down through 59.20. So nothing spectacular, but what I'm finding though. Here's another one. This is one that Haas 22.31. Now watch the action here. I think anyway. I'm going to show you what happened. 21, what did I say? 20, sorry, where is it again? It's also my long strategy. 22.31. So that happened. I would have got triggered at 22.31. So the trigger would have happened right here. And I missed it. Yeah, what happened is it came all the way back down to 22.12 and I sort of forgot about it. But then the second time it went through 22.31, look at this. I mean, it just ripped up to 23.46. So that's over $1 and I just lost sight of it. And what I've told people in our room is that a lot of these alerts, even if they don't work right off the bat, there is a chance that you could keep following them and they could work a little bit later on. So they're turning into a great watch list, especially these 30-minute opening range breaks. If first they don't succeed, and this is another one, I lost sight of this one. I mean, there's no excuse really. Some of these other alerts that I get, I probably should almost disregard for the time being because I just can't keep track of everything. But this is another one. AST at $10.50. Look what happened to it. So $10.50 was right about here. So there's where the alert was, and you see how it came down to 1034, and I kind of forgot about it. Well, look, here's the second break, $10.50. So here's the second break again. And, even if you sold a little bit here, or up here and held on, I mean, this stock now hit a high of 1146. That's almost a dollar move on an $11 stock. Tremendous gain on it. So again, if you're in the room, or if you're not in the room and you want these strategies, um, these strategies are going to be part of an optimized channel down the road, probably in June. And in order for you to have this channel, you have to get a subscription to the Odds Maker. Now, again, we have a really good promotion. $899 gets you the Odds Maker and a full year of trade ideas. That's $75. That works out to about $75 a month. And after the year, you still have the Odds Maker. I mean, the Odds Maker is yours forever. So it's a heck of a deal, but this optimized channel will only be available to those with the Odds Maker. I mean, if you have just a normal trade ideas strategy or subscription, of course you can come into the trading room and all, but the optimized channel will not be available to you unless you have also the Odds Maker. But look, I mean, some of these alerts are just fabulous. I mean, you can make up probably, depending on the share size and all that, but I mean, a few trades, and that basically can pay for it. BWA, I've gone over BWA. Okay, ESV was another one, and this has been all over the place, but ESV. Now, I'm just going to put you on pause. Hi, okay. Well, ESV actually didn't come from one of those alerts, but for the longest time, XLE, the energy sector and the oil services sector were the top on the sector list. And so this stock was making a new high right around here at 27. And well, it's making new highs all the way. And I was watching it making new highs all the way without me. And so I said in the room that if it could, that I was watching it right at the 27 level. You see how it dipped right here. Sorry for the jumping around of the chart. 26.85, it dipped down here, and then as it popped back up, it was holding 27, and I took the trade right here at 27.10, and I took a quick exit up here at 27.30, and I thought that was it. It was just a scalp, and look what happened after that. I mean, it got as high as almost got up to $28. So again, not from my optimized strategies, but basically because these were the strongest sectors. The oil sector was the strongest sector, and this was in the oil market, so oil sector. So that's why I took that trade. And um, I did have a trade in Dish. Dish did not work out. Let's see where it is right now. Yeah, did not work out. It came from the opening range break, also the 30-minute, and it almost worked out. In fact, it would have worked out if I'd been a little quicker on the scalp. But the range break came at about 60. I think it was at 68.38, the 30-minute range break, and it bounced around a little bit, and I ended up taking the trade right here at 68.43. You see the next candle got up to 68.67. Now, one of the things I noticed is that this stock was down for the day. It was at this point right here, is within about 12 cents of yesterday's low. And even though this did spike up through it dramatically, and I was very happy, except that I wasn't able to take advantage of it, trying to break through the low of or yesterday's close I'm sorry if I said the low. It was very close to yesterday's close, and that could be a stumbling block. So I probably should have waited for it to get above yesterday's close with some conviction. And that's where when you get these alerts, it doesn't necessarily, for me anyway, mean yes, absolutely, just blindly take it. I do look at the charts and see what's happening. And this one was nagging at me because of that. It was about 9 cents below the yesterday's close. But anyway, long-winded. I did take a loss in this one, 68.43 down to 68.36, and you see that it did not come back. And that there was one other one, TTEK. This was from and this was just a scalp for me. See here, it was on the 5-day swing. I was very late, 27:05, and actually in my custom long also at 27:02, but 27:05. My the 5-day swing strategy. So I was late on it, but I decided to take it on this action. Here's 27:05. Here's the pop. And again, this strategy is really meant to hold for 5 days, but as a day trader, I don't do that. So, but I found that some of them are nice to just kind of scalp a little bit. Sometimes they're more than scalps. And this one actually looked very promising for a while. I got in on this action right. Yeah, I was a little bit late, as I say. I took the trade. Actually, it was at 20. It was at 27. 30. I don't know why I have it here at 23, but it was at 27.30 and I exited at 27.40. So it was just 10 cents that this is just this should be at 27.30. It was very late on it, but it looked like it had that kind of look that it was going to perhaps jet up, and there was no real resistance ahead of it. So anyway, that's it. A lot of trades, a lot of action, great action in the room, some great traders in the room, guys. If you're not in the room, you should be coming in. You don't have to, even if you don't want to contribute, posting, but we've just got a lot of great ideas going on all day long. It's certainly not just me. So that's it. That's it for today. Here again is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account, and I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow.